Operation organization continues. Now I need to find some boxes to store all my crap in. Gotta be at the dollar store, right? $4? It's ridiculous. I don't understand how something that's $4 can be at the dollar store. It's a dollar store. Dollar. Pet peeve. So, still feeling a little bit sick today, but I do have the day off to recover a little bit. Was kind of puttering around the house, finish up organizing in here. So not a lot going on today, but I wanted to tell you a story about my neighbors. You see, when I was growing up, I lived in the country, so I didn't really have any neighbors. I think the closest one was my aunt and uncle, and they still lived about a 10-minute walk down a gravel road. I wasn't really used to being around people in the area that I lived at. I mean, I saw people at work or for fun, but when you went home, it was kind of just home. I never really got the idea of people talking about how good neighbors could be or what they were about. But when we moved into our little neighborhood here in Edmonton, we moved across from this great couple named Terrence and Robin Lynn. Now, I have to be honest, I didn't even know Terrence's name for probably about the first year that we lived here. He's a quiet fella, but as time went on, realized he's easily one of the nicest people I've ever met. So anyway, we moved in, and they moved in right, I think, around the same time as we did. And we live in this little sort of fourplex compound, so people on either side have come and gone over the last 7 years, but we've been neighbors now for almost 7 years. And between them and their kids, it's been really, really wonderful to have them living across from us. Just silly things like having the familiar faces there when you come home, or the kids leaving their bikes on the sidewalk, and their kids telling me how much they love my motorcycle or asking when I'm going to ride it past. It's been this really beautiful sense of home that I had never experienced it all before. I'm thinking about it a lot today because they're moving. Not far. I think they're moving 3 blocks in total, but we're not going to be neighbors anymore. And it's making me way more sad than I thought it would. It really is. Because even just having them there and seeing the kids and seeing Terrence playing ball with them or throwing stuff around, or Robin Lynn hanging out with her friends, or even just little stuff like looking after their mail, that's not going to happen anymore. And it's a big part of what makes this place feel like home for me. So in a weird way, I'm losing that. And I don't blame them. The place that they're moving into is way bigger. It's going to be way cooler. It is literally in the same neighborhood. I could walk there in about twice the time it takes just to walk to their front door now. I mean, but all that is to say, it's been amazing to have them as neighbors, and I'm going to miss that. And it's amazing to think how people sort of sneak in to your world like that. People that you maybe would never have even met otherwise, but they become this really important part of your world even though you didn't realize it. I tell you though, if we have bad neighbors, I'm walking around with my pants off all the time until they leave. Unless they're the kind of neighbors that wouldn't mind that, and then need to make sure what kind of neighbors they are first. That's number one. So I know I said I was all done work for today, but I actually have to go back to the office because it's the AGM, so it's day off-ish, I guess. Joys of not-for-profit.